Welcome to Creamer Media's Resources Watch, a weekly video roundup of the events and people making and shaping the news in the mining industry. This week, power and labour costs make South Africa an expensive mining destination. Tenova will give Bateman a wider market presence in Chile and Australia, and mines are doing far too little in safety-critical testing. South Africa is one of the most expensive countries for gold mining, with the cost per ounce of gold produced averaging at $968, says Goldfield CEO Nick Holland, whose company is hard at work to reduce cost inflation.
Well, what we've got to do is we've got to continue with our rigid cost controls. We've got to make sure that we can eat into mining inflation. Mining inflation is running at 10% a year, at least at the moment, and we've demonstrated that we can come in much lower than that, probably less than half of that. There's more work to be done. We have to improve our efficiencies, and we have a business process re-engineering exercise across the group that we started at the beginning of last year, which is designed to improve our efficiencies and our costs right across the value chain of our operations.
Mining project house Bateman Engineering is expected to be given a wider market presence in both South America and Australia, following its acquisition by Tenova of Italy.
The acquisition of Bateman is a very, very important step, but of a journey. The journey was a decision to develop the business of Tenova into the mining industry. 50% of our revenues are still coming from the business of supplying high technological equipment for the steel industry. The majority of the future minerals, sit in Africa, underground, somewhere in Africa. So Africa is evidently a place where we want to be. And we didn't have we had pyramid, but other than pyramid, we didn't have any presence in Africa. So obviously Africa is an important market for our business.
South African mines do far too little in the safety-critical field of non-destructive testing, with universities giving little attention to the engineering science that identifies material faults ahead of failure, says World Conference on Non-Destructive Testing 2012 chairperson Manfred Johannes.
Non-destructive testing is one of the engineering sciences, and unfortunately in South Africa not much is done at universities. Many engineers don't know what they're missing. Many engineers don't know what is available. And with a world conference like this is an ideal opportunity to go there, to have a look what one is missing, to have a look what one is not doing optimal. And this is the big event. Every 4 years the world conference is held. Like in Durban, we've got 450 papers, we've got 150 exhibitors. The conference goes over 5 days, and that should be enough for every engineer to find something that would be of interest to him. Then what is absolutely important to the engineers is that the conference carries the continued professional development points, CPD points, which will allow them to claim the points for 2012 from the conference.
For mining news as it breaks, stay logged on to miningweekly.com and register for our free daily newsletter.